Hello everybody, this is your favorite Beetle. Today we're back in ESO for episode 5 and I hope you enjoy. I did do some goodies in the background. For instance, if you look at the fish, I did caught that. Wonderful me. And I did that, it took about half an hour, 45 minutes to run around and fishing spot to fishing spot. And this is only one fish. Some zones actually have more than one. If you look at all of, let's go to Lake Desert, and there's quite a few there. So there's quite a few fish that you need to get all over, but luckily it seems to be from different characters that you have built, so that will make things a bit easier, but that I will do in the background. And also I did the where is that now? I did the dungeon fighter for the standard daily rewards, and that's where I got from went from level 10 to level 13, just one round, which was quite easy because remember we have most of the training gear on, as well as the as the what is this called again? Damn it. Ghastly eyeballs, so that helps quite a lot. If you get a group that is willing to take you, especially on this low level, and especially if you are counted as a damage dealer over here in your role, some people do frown upon it. They expect that a damage dealer actually deals a lot of damage, so they want to go through the dungeon quite quickly, and they need somebody that will output a lot of damage. There's only 2 damage dealers usually per dungeon, 1 tank and 1 healer, and if you get a nice decent group with stronger players, they will actually not have an issue with you being such a low level. So unfortunately or fortunately, the group that I went with were all low level people, but I did record that, and I will actually show that to you now. So hope you enjoy. There's no audio from my side, just a nice little dungeon run with 4 players. First one with this playthrough, and the first one I have done in more than a year, so enjoy that.
nasty beast. This way, squad.
Kill them all! No mercy!
Take her from us.
All around! This pleases me!
Light it up! Let them see her wisdom. Light it!
For the Whisperer.
Aid me! Healer!
Tortured!
Come to me, enter my realm. Join me forever.
Welcome to our parlor. Burn it!
Must obey the Whisperers. Set it up! I need healing!
Come closer.
I need healing!
The darkness.
Healer!
Incorruptible creatures! You dare to defy me? I'll kill you all!
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. As you have noticed, I'm a bit rusty in the weaving and attacking department there, so we need to practice on that. So I think once we actually can afford our first home with a bit of room, we should get maybe a test dummy and then start practicing on that, and then we give that another shot. So let's move on. So we've got a couple more things to do in Khenarthi's Roost before we move on. Speckled Child Plantation quest and Laughing Moon's Plantation quest. So let's start with that. We are
All this wasted effort.
doing that.
First the hurricane, then rats from the sea. What next? Flying mud crabs? Surrender's mercy. We need more time before the inspection.
Inspection? What inspection?
Dominion inspectors. Headwoman Harani requested their aid to stop smugglers. We're honest farmers with good customers. Our moon sugar is used to spice food, not to brew skooma. When the inspectors learn we can't protect our fields, we're finished.
Protect them from what?
Hairy, squirmy, squeaky little rats. They've infested the plantation since the storm. The inspectors will ask, if we can't protect our fields from those dung-dropping sugar eaters, how can we protect them from skooma brewing thieves?
What can I do to help?
Find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors find vermin in our fields?
What will the inspectors do if they find rats?
At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated.
What about at worst?
To the east, the plantation burns. Was it due to the inspector's recommendations? Who can say? Either way, Mistral will weep for our passing. With laughing moons gone, skooma will flow through the streets.
Why is that?
When moon sugar runs dry, people turn to smugglers. With smugglers comes skooma. But the inspectors aren't from here. If we tell them, they will not listen.
If I help you, where should I start?
Find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors find vermin in our fields?
Okay, that seems like it. Let's go find the tigers.
Ferocious killers? Pah! Unclawed blankets, more like. Want to buy a carpet? How about 3? They aren't good for much else. Yes, Afe, even you.
What's wrong with your Senchai tigers?
Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! Stupid Sench. Lazy Sench.
Why can't they eat the rats?
They already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat moon sugar, Sench eat rats, and then lazy Sench. Especially you, Gobani.
Can you get them moving again?
Not with sugar bellies. These useless Sench could only kill a rat if they fell upon it. From a great height.
If the Senchai won't move, what will you do about the Talmor inspector?
Go inside, lock the doors, wait until they leave? No. Let this one think. Without Sench hunters, what could... Thunderbugs. No. It would never work.
What about thunderbugs?
Thunderbugs nest nearby. They defend their delicious eggs from anyone who'd make a meal of them, yes? If you grabbed an armload of eggs...
Won't they try to protect the eggs?
Undoubtedly. But they'd hesitate to harm the eggs once you possess them. Smash an egg into each rat nest, and the thunderbug's electric frenzy kills the rats before the inspectors arrive. You're sturdy, yes? A little shot won't stop you.
Alright, I'll see if it works.
Wonderful! Save some eggs for Cindertail, yes? They are so very tasty.
Okay, let's try that thing. Ooh, book. Sugar belly. Nice. Second nest. Third. Okay, this is going to take a while. Fourth. I'll wait for that. Let's get this page.
We did not expect you so soon, Inspector Tarma.
One must arrive early to see the truth of things.
The truth. But we have nothing to hide, Inspector.
Nope, nothing to hide.
Sir.
No rats. Mm-mm.
Clever luring thunderbugs out of their mounds like that. A scheme worthy of Bandar himself. They're all gone then?
I cleared away all the rats.
Excellent. Our gracious Inspector has been most patient with us. Perhaps witnessing your ingenuity will affect his findings.
Is there anything more I can do?
Joan and Joe dance kindly with you, Walker. Whatever the findings of our esteemed Inspector, we are in your debt.
Thank you. Wonderful. We'll go through all these skill points but at a later stage.
Will you be staying with us long, Inspector?
Not bad
As
we
long
can
as
get.
necessary. One can only tolerate so much fresh air.
Truly.
Elemental Storm
Then
is not
we'll
a bad
endeavor to make your stay
ultimate as
comfortable.
well.
Don't fret over much.
And then
If
we'll
my duty
work on that
requires
in
it,
another
I
day.
can tolerate such rustic
next one.
accommodations.
Where do we need to go? It's fast travel. That'll be easier, quicker. So as you will have noticed, this episode is a bit shorter than an hour. We have seen that nobody really wants to watch an hour
For 10, place your hand upon
videos.
its fur.
Nobody has the time, or just it's too long. So I decided to keep it under half an hour for now. See if that helps anything. And if it does, maybe get some new viewers.
Cat's eye key. Would you listen to these bumpkins? Who says
And help the channel grow. So, but we will experiment. This is our first playlist that we are doing. We will have some teething problems, but I think we should survive, and hopefully we will see a few more changes along the way. What is this one? Speckled shell plantation. Really? Ooh, that's expensive. That is expensive. I don't think we can afford it, but do we want to? Let's just run. Go to a Wayshy and teleport there. and then we'll see what happens. Hello,
It is as
piggies.
I said, Kirikolo. No good can come of that.
Yes,
Don't be shy.
and in most
You want what
Khajiit
we're offering,
courts.
don't you?
Now,
Then talk to Roost about the secret.
That was quick. Still on the lookout for raw materials and some chests. We can always use some chests. We still need one more
Khenarthi's Roost and the
piece
Dominion.
of the trainer
Together,
set.
we'll achieve
Where is that now? So we still need the boots of the trainee to fill this set. So if we get it, we'll be lucky, but there's always a chance. By getting that, you need to open chests, you need to fight monsters, do quests. But last quest
Do you
here.
see how
Let's
the
do it.
fire spreads, soldier? Do you work here? Are you a field hand?
No, I don't work here.
You're from the shipwreck, then? Watch your step. A fire hit this plantation and set the skeevers on edge. Shame about Asbira. Seems her father burned himself in the fire.
Who's Asbira?
Asbira runs the plantation with her father. She didn't have much to tell me. Maybe she'll be forthcoming with someone who isn't a Thalmor inspector. If this was arson, I'll need to know.
I'll talk to Asbira.
I should get back to my investigation. If you find anything, I'll be around.
Okay, so these we do know. Aldmeri Dominion is technically now in charge. Well, not in charge, but they are a part of this. So let's head to the chest. Don't break. Oh yes, easy stamina. These are nice for potions. So we can get that. We have space. Yes, we have space.
Father burns in the fire. My brother missing. Surrender, show mercy.
Officer Lawrence said there was a fire at your plantation.
Yes, our moon sugar storehouse is burnt in the night. My father ran inside to save our tools, but he barely made it out. Do you hear his wheezing? The sweet smoke ruined his lungs. He needs powerful medicine, or he won't last until morning.
Is there anything I can do?
Father tried to save our alchemical tools. If any survive, we could trade them for medicine. Please, this one begs you to salvage any tools from the wreckage. There's little time for my father.
I'll find any tools that survived the fire.
Please return quickly with the tools. If I can't trade them for medicine, this one's father will die.
So this, luckily we know, except the brother.
Yes, Zaban Ma shares a temper with hurricanes. After a great quarrel with this one, he stormed off and left us short-clawed. Father had to cancel his trip to Mistral, and now he's...
Okay. Anything up here worth stealing? Can't do that. Okay, let's go find those tools. So they grew the moon sugar plants. And why do we need to talk to her again?
So, any luck? Did Asbira mention anything about the fire you didn't hear from me?
She asked me to search the wreckage for alchemical tools.
Strange. Why would farmers need alchemical tools?
Because they skooma. Asbira said it was to improve their crops.
I won't stand in your way. If you see anything out of place, let me know.
I guess they were skooma brewers. Well, each is his own. Melted glass coats the workbench, but you find nothing to salvage. The fire completely ruined the alchemical tools in the storehouse. Well, ash is always a good thing to have. Oh, wormwood. Very valuable. If it's still valuable.
Shoo! Get off my family land. If you plan to loot my family's plantation, I will give you such a thrashing.
Asbira asked me to look for alchemical tools.
Too late, sugar thief. The fire destroyed every last calcinator. Wait, I expected my sister to check on the tools herself. Why did she send a stranger?
She's with your father. He was gravely injured in the fire.
You lie! My father left yesterday to trade in Mistral, didn't he? Oh no. He set the fires to destroy those damn tools, not to hurt anyone. Not to hurt my father.
Why would you burn your family's plantation?
We lost our last harvest to the thunderbugs, despite the debt. Asbira bought alchemical tools to improve our crop, she said. But last week, I caught her brewing
Told you.
skooma. That vile drug destroys lives. When she refused to stop, I knew what must be done.
How do you know I'm telling the truth?
My sister despises sand under her claws. But recently, I saw her digging out on the beach. Why else would she be out there, if not to bury skooma? I should go to my father. Would you look for any skooma hidden on the beach?
I'll go back and look for the skooma.
My sister placed colorful seashells near whatever she buried. I bet there is a sack full of skooma vials next to them. I'll be with my father. If you find anything, bring it back to me.
I'll bring any skooma I find to you.
I should really go check on my father.
Okay, let's go have a look. But first the chest. Always the chest. Okay, not bad goodies. Okay, that can... Western Skyrim, we can buy the maps later, that's not a problem. This is good, but we will never use it because we're not a healer. We can dabble in it. We can maybe do that the second bar. Make it easier to get into dungeons and that type of thing. More maple.
Walk away! The Cross Street Bandits won't stand for competition!
Okay. So, my guess is she sold the skooma to the Viper pirates. Viper people. Which is fine. Maple and helmet. we are looking for. We're still looking for the boots. I can't remember, was that the... medium boots? So we're still looking for medium boots. Okay, let's have some Jerry Springer's conversations here.
You there! Come here! I asked around. Nobody from the shipwreck remembers seeing you before Eagle Strand. No more lies. You're running Skooma, aren't you?
I work for myself, and I'm not running Skooma.
That farmer shook himself to death. You think I don't recognize a skooma overdose when I see one? That I don't know why skeevers are frothing at the mouth? I should arrest the lot of you.
So, are we going to implicate her? Lie about it? Or speak to the family first? Let's lie.
My father is dead, and now this Dominion outsider wants to throw me in prison. They say they found evidence of skooma in the storehouses, but that is impossible.
I found what was buried under those shells.
Then Officer Lorin found nothing in the storehouses but suspicion. She's bluffing. What will you tell her?
I'll do what I believe is right.
What's right is allowing us to recover from tragedy, not suffer more of it. Please make this right.
So, are we gonna tell them?
All right, you've had enough time. Where's the skooma?
I found this
That's a
skooma on
lot
the
of
beach.
skooma. I had my doubts, but I'm glad you came to your senses. Now, what should I do with you? What else are you hiding?
I found this on the beach. I did nothing wrong.
I'm not sure I believe you. You're lucky Inspector Tarmai is busy with Laughing Moon's plantation. He doesn't have a lenient bone in his body.
What are you gonna do with me?
That sack of skooma bought your freedom, and a reward for your cooperation. Now stand aside. I've got business with these Khajiit.
Interesting. And I do
Get up,
believe
scum. This is what you get for
this
brewing
is
skooma.
done.
It's a
So-
long walk to Mistral. Don't try anything stupid.
We did everything in
This
Khenarthi's
one
Roost.
understands.
And now it's time to move on. Time to move on to the next place. Yes, I do believe we 100% this area, which is not bad. We will try to do everything else also 100%, all the side quests, all the
Cat's eye
nitty gritty little
key.
things.
Would you listen to these bumpkins? Who says key?
It's actually very strange, people doing random stuff and you just watching. Royal Dance. Nice meeting you. But let's get a move on. I think in the next episode maybe we should have a bit more fun. We'll do a couple of dungeons. We will maybe try Cyrodiil. Maybe. Don't know if we will survive. But there are good loot there. But I do believe it's time. So, off we go.
The Prowler is headed to Auridon, and we're happy to ferry you there. When you're ready, hop in the launch. We'll set you up with your own bunk.
Why are you heading to Auridon?
Chests full of gold. Owning a sound ship after a hurricane can be quite lucrative, even when the only cargo is Dominion luminaries seeking passage. Don't worry, I won't charge you. Without your help, the Prowler would be a mass of broken timber.
Is your ship ready to sail?
Aye, the Prowler is fully restored and ready for heavy seas. Quartermaster Oblan even managed a few improvements using some Maormer donations. Have no fear, she'll get you safely to Auridon.
And off we go to Auridon.
Ah, you are the one I see.
But here we are in Auridon. I think that will be it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and then I'll see you in the next one.